Hello, YouTube people. I did a thing. Remember when I wrote Don Wells a letter in jail? Well, I wrote a letter to Billy Joe's son in prison. And I was going to read everybody the letter, but it was a long one, and I'll give you a wrap-up of it. Now, you'd have to be a fool if you think that the letter's not already in the mail by the making of this video. And of course, my members see it first. So by the time the public sees it and they run and tell their little sources, it's too late. But it was a good letter. The wrap-up was this here. I had to explain to him that I understand where he's at. And only somebody that could be inside a prison could talk to somebody, another inmate, and get on that kind of a level. So I opened it up with, hey man, I'm writing on behalf of the situation with your family. First and foremost, I'm sorry for the loss of your nephew. I don't feel the need to explain anything or inform you about that because I know that a lieutenant called you in the room, sat you down, gave you a minute to cry away from all the other inmates. And I know that because I've been inside. I've been behind the wall. You know, I'm writing you because there's a lot of shenanigans on YouTube. You know, the public is very interested in the case, and people do want justice. I'm sure you've been seeing things and hearing things, but I do know that you don't have access to a cell phone like that, and you're probably not in tune with the world of YouTube. I told him that I was worried about his mom, Billy Joe. I was worried because she's aligning herself with certain people who I don't know if they have the best intentions for her. I explained, some of the things that have been happening. I explained Amazon wish lists, food getting delivered, big giant banners in the driveway, things of that nature. But then I got into detail about how I didn't see anything for him. There's no banner for him, let alone Quinton. There's no items on the wish list for him. I kind of explained that before writing the letter. I looked at his inmate account and it was empty. And, I then told him that, mom's been at the bar. She just spent $300 on tequila shots. I mean, there's money getting there, And on top of that, there's a lot of YouTube channels that, they stream all day. And they say, like, I can't believe Billy Joe has to go through this, and the family. They have a lot of concern for the family. They have a lot of concern. And I then explained, like, most of these channels are monetized, and they have a lot of concern. So I explained to him that they should look out for him. Maybe, put something on his wish list. Canteen, a pair of Nikes, some shorts, some white tees. And I explained to him, hey, I'm on YouTube too. And then I explained to him that I'm very familiar with corresponding with people inside a prison. I even have an active JPay account already set up, funded. So in the event that you have it, I can prepay a stamp, which is an email, and you get 5,000 characters, 5,000 words or letters, And I can attach a file, screenshots, pictures, all types of stuff. And I urged him to call. I then kind of went into detail about I was also afraid because some of the people that his mom was aligning with, I wasn't sure about the intentions. I had to bring up like Don Wells, a case, but I specifically had to look out for him because it is his mom. And I'm like, look, man, there even was a stream where there was a known informant, okay? There's a dude. He used to live in Michigan, and he told on some people there. He had to flee the state. He now resides in Texas. I went into full detail, but I backed it up with when you call, I'm going to let you hear this gentleman that was literally talking to your mom that she met through these people claiming to have her back. He's literally on YouTube. He recorded himself speaking to a police officer, detective, don't remember exactly, but he was offering to snitch even in Texas. But this was a friend of the person claiming to have the family's back. So I was, just putting up on game. I kind of told him that so in prison we don't always get all the news. Our family don't tell us everything because they're afraid how we're going to react and stuff like that. But as a man, he should know. I also told him that beyond this case and things with his family, that I've been on YouTube for some time, and I actually have a lot of prison content. I have people, I interview people with all walks of life. I want to know about their prison experience, and he's welcome on that. I told him these channels streaming all day, and they're very sorry for his family and all they have to go through. They say that a lot of their streams. Billy Joe has to go through this and that, and they're getting donations. But nothing has happened to him. So I said, man, in Florida prison we call it position. I want to give you position. And I explained, I don't know what the term is where he's at or what the lingo is there, but I'm giving him position. To position to boss up and be like, let's just say he calls. I'll go live. I'll tag everybody in the world. Everybody who has said anything. And let him ask for some bucks. Because they care so much. They genuinely care. Now, hopefully he calls. We'll have to see what happens. But I did a thing. I'm proud of it. Very happy about it. We're just going to have to wait, people. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I want to leave you with this. I have no idea if he's going to call, if I can connect, or anything. But it's done. In the event he does, we'd have to go through everything I just said first. But I'd like to help him with one thing. It's going to be hard for me to, do this because I really think it's on the person. I have a really good friend who had a similar thing happen. Well, I have a friend who has he had a manslaughter charge. He was a teenager. and he got drunk and he killed somebody in a vehicle. But while he was in prison, he made amends to the victim. And I know that I know for a fact that it's changed his life perspective, made him a stronger man, and probably released a lot of pent up frustration, guilt, insert any word. That would be my ultimate goal here. But again, we're going to have to wait. So to the channels that care so much, you are on full alert. On full alert. The shenanigans are going to stop, people. Stop playing around. Justice for Quinton.